Hey everyone, welcome to Midlife Matters. I'm Marie, and each week I'm joined by my friends Julie and Mindy to talk about all the topics keeping women in the middle years up at night. The first day of fall is almost here, and we're ready to pack up the last remains of summer and embrace a new season. Today's show covers everything from our favorite fall scent to our favorite fall tradition. You'll find out our picks for best outfit, activity, movie, and more. Join us for laughter and fun as we take a deep dive into all our fall favorites. Let's get started. Hi, Mindy.
Hey, Marie.
How are you doing?
I'm great today. How are you?
Good. Hey, Julie.
Hey, Marie.
I know that you just got back from your final baby shower before the new grandchild arrives.
Yeah, I made a 24-hour dash to Texas and got to be at her shower and see how well loved she is and all the great gifts she got. I think she's got everything in order and she's just waiting now.
Yes. Listeners, if you are not following us on Instagram, you need to go and follow us at Midlife Matters Podcast, where we are posting all about the first grandchild countdown. This week, we posted some pictures in our stories of Molly's shower and then the new baby's bedroom, and that is looking so cute.
So adorable. Molly looks fantastic.
She does. I mean, she's obviously very pregnant, but she doesn't look 37 weeks.
No,
No.
She doesn't look like totally uncomfortable. I'm wiped out. I'm tired. Like she,
Yes.
She is all of those things. She is uncomfortable and wiped out, but she doesn't look like that.
Yeah,
Got
it doesn't come across on Instagram.
No, it doesn't.
Mindy, what's going on in your world?
Well, I'm super excited because I was just running around putting paint on the walls in different spots. I've got 3 different colors that I'm trying to choose from and trying to pick paint colors. My painter emailed and said, "Oh, I can come tomorrow if that works." And I'm like, yes, come tomorrow. So I hurried up and ran to Sherwin-Williams and I'm trying to pick paint colors.
Oh, wow. Are you doing the
what are
whole
you
house
painting?
one color?
It was a little too expensive to do the whole house, or at least
Okay.
right away.
Right.
So we're doing like the first phase and then we'll do a second phase later. I think I'm going to do mainly one color, but I'm considering doing like 2 shades darker, for the dining room.
Yeah. Oh, that's going to
So,
be neat. Will you send
trying
us
to
some
just-
before and afters?
I will.
That will be
I-
so fun.
So how about you, Marie? What's going on?
Oh, I can't think of anything too exciting except all I can think about is we have a mouse. Again, I think we had a mouse way back in the wintertime I shared on Midlife Matters. And every day I'm trying to think of how I can outsmart this mouse. Today I'm going to buy even more traps. We did catch one mouse last night. And so hopefully by the time this airs, our mouse problem will be done. I don't think it's like a real big infestation because I just took all the contact paper out of my pantry like 2 weeks ago, and I think I would have noticed if there were any droppings.
Oh, yeah.
But I came down a few days ago, and the almond bag had been chewed through, and I thought, yep, that's a for
Okay,
sure
so-
sign.
Oh.
What is Benny up to that
Oh,
Benny
he's
is not
useless.
catching?
He is useless.
He's lounging around for photo shoots.
I
Right.
don't think that he even is aware there are mice in the world. It says on the internet that cats keep mice from homes. That is a falsehood.
Well, this mouse, I always think of mice coming in when the weather turns cold. This mouse must be seeking air conditioning.
Oh, we set a record here in Tennessee yesterday for 99 degrees. So yes, even the mice are dying. Hopefully by the time this airs, we will be getting cooler weather because you guys, we are talking about all our fall favorites today.
Yay!
Today we're taking a deep dive into all things fall. The first day of fall's coming up, and we thought it would be fun to play a little game and share some of our fall favorites. And this was super fun, going through all these game show questions and picking which ones are our favorites. So Mindy and Julie, are you guys ready?
Yeah, I'm
ready.
excited because I think it's a neat way to even learn new things about you guys.
Right.
Yes.
I agree.
This is going to be sort of rapid fire. We've got quite a few questions to get through. You guys at home play along. We would love to hear what your favorites are for some of these. Feel free to email us or tag us on Instagram. We would love to hear what everyone enjoys for the fall. But to kick it off, Mindy and Julie, I want to find out what you like to do on a beautiful fall night at home, what is your favorite thing to do? Sit around the fire pit, watch a football game, family movie night, fall crafting/decorating, or reading a book. Mindy, what's your favorite fall night at home?
Well, I'm kind of boring on this. I love a good fall movie. Anytime I can sit around and get the boys to watch something with me.
Oh, I don't think that's boring at all. It's cozy.
Nobody in my family is shocked by this answer. They're like, oh yeah, mom loves to snuggle and watch movies.
Perfect. Julie, what's your favorite fall night at home?
Oh, I can't wait to start building fires in the fire pit in the backyard. I like to just after dinner go out and light a fire and sit there, turn on the little twinkle lights, and that's just my happy place.
Oh, that's so awesome. And you do have a beautiful fire pit. I'm sure you've got some good pictures that we can share of you guys gathering around the fire pit. Mm-hmm. Yes. Yeah. Well, my fall favorite night would be reading a book, wearing my pajamas, under an electric blanket.
Oh, that sounds perfect.
And it would be even better if Benny came and snuggled in my lap.
Oh, since he's not doing anything else. Catching mice.
When he's not working too hard.
Right. Now we're going on to favorite fall drinks. There are some great drinks that I have. Who likes chai tea latte, coffee, apple cider, hot spice cider, or salted caramel hot chocolate? Julie, what's your favorite fall drink?
I pick anything chai. I love chai tea lattes at the coffee shop. And I also love Trader Joe's has a great chai tea bag. It's the best. I'm drinking it right now.
You know, I have never had chai. Mindy, have you?
I've tried it before. Wasn't my favorite.
Okay, how's it different than regular tea?
Oh, it has cloves and cinnamon. It's real spicy.
It's spicier.
I feel like I would like that. I might have to try that. Trader Joe's, you said, has a good one?
Yeah.
Okay. Mindy, what's your favorite fall drink?
All right. I'm so boring, but coffee, regular coffee. And if I'm really stepping out there, I might do like a hazelnut flavored coffee.
Okay. And is that just for fall? Like you save that creamer for fall?
It's actually the flavored coffee. I don't tend to enjoy creamers.
Oh, okay.
So it's an actual coffee flavor, and I don't enjoy it through the rest of the year. So it would only be for fall.
Okay. So there's no pumpkin spice for you.
No, there's not.
Some of our listeners are going to be appalled. Like, all right. Well, I think I would have to say my favorite fall drink is hot spice cider. I only drink that in the fall and probably only 2 times the whole season. But I just think it says hayride or pumpkins or crisp, cool weather.
Now, how do you make it?
Usually in the crock pot. Like if you get the cider and then at Kroger, you can buy like this seasoning. I don't know if it has cloves and other things in it, and you kind of put it in the crock pot and then you kind of let all that warm up together.
I bet that smells delicious too.
Yeah, it does. It does really smell delicious. But like I said, it makes a lot in your crock pot, and I think I'm maybe the only person in my house that likes it. So that's why I only have it once or twice a season, because I only make it like if people are coming over.
You should make that, and we should go sit outside at Julie's house around the fire pit.
Perfect. Perfect. If you were going to go on a fall outing, what would you want to do? Crafts fair, drive in the country, flea market, pumpkin patch, or take a hike?
I am taking a hike. There is nothing more beautiful than seeing fall leaves in the middle of it. It's just fresh air. Bring it on.
Oh, that sounds perfect. That does. I felt like all of these fall outings were really good. But
I agree.
But I have to say that pumpkin patch, I mean, there's something classic. You only do it in the fall. So that would have to be my favorite. Julie, what's your favorite?
Yeah, this was a tough one to answer because I would definitely join in on any one of those things. I'd go hiking with you, Mindy. I want to go to the pumpkin patch. But I love a crafts fair. And in Memphis, I had this tradition of going to the Germantown Crafts Fair every year. I haven't done it as much here, but I looked up the Centennial Park Crafts Fair is October 11th through 13th. And, it's out there in front of the Parthenon in Nashville.
Oh, wow.
And, they have all the tents set up and crafts and food. So I definitely making plans to do that this year.
Oh, that sounds fun.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I always feel like crafts fair sounds fun in my mind, but I never go to any. So I should put it on my bucket list for a fall. Every woman has a favorite fall item of clothing. Do you like your boots, your sweater, your scarf, your flannel, or if you live in Tennessee, your tank top because it's still really, really hot? Julie, what's your favorite fall item of clothing?
Well, mine is definitely boots. Now, I might be wearing a tank top on the top, but I'll
Oh, how funny.
put the boots on.
You're getting those boots on.
I love my boots because my feet are always cold, sometimes even in the summer in the air conditioning. Like I cannot go to a movie with open-toed shoes on, even in the summer.
Yeah.
So I love my boots.
I remember meeting you, and I think you definitely had on a very cute pair of boots.
That's funny.
All right, Mindy, what's your favorite fall item of clothing?
All right. Well, I have this sweatshirt that I bought from DW Designs, and it has a Tennessee black bear on the front, and it says native. Even though I'm not native of Tennessee, it is. I love it so much. I pulled it out the other night because we actually are having fall weather here in Pennsylvania. So
Lucky.
Yay!
Jealous.
I know. I'll be coming down there for the winter, but for now, we are loving the weather up here. But that sweater is so soft and comfy, cozy, and I love the Tennessee black bear on it. So
Now, what's DW Designs? What is that?
Small business in Knoxville, Tennessee, and I would love to spotlight them. I will send you guys a link. We'll put a picture of my sweater on there because they still sell them. It's a husband and wife. They started this business with t-shirts out of their trunk, and now they have this adorable location in the Bearden area of Knoxville, but they sell all kinds of Tennessee gear.
Oh,
so
that's awesome. Yes.
It's a great, great business to look up.
We'll definitely have to put a link to that in our show notes. All right. Well, I have to say my favorite fall item of clothing is the classic sweater. I mean, can you get anything that says fall? And even more specifically, I love a cardigan.
You have a lot of those long ones that don't really button or hook. I like those.
Yeah.
Those are really pretty.
Some of them are like you're wearing a blanket. You know, you put it on and like, ooh, you could go to the movies and wrap up in that thing.
Favorite fall holiday. You guys, there are so many in the fall. I can't believe it. So we have Halloween, we have Columbus Day, we have National Kale Day, which is October 2nd for all you health nuts. We have Thanksgiving, and we have another classic, No Shave November. All right, you guys, out of all of those, which one is your favorite?
Hands down, it's Halloween for me. I've always loved Halloween. And it's funny because when my kids were really, really young, we were kind of the anti-Halloween family. And then I just kind of started celebrating harvest and fall. And then the costumes snuck in. And then we were all out. I made costumes for my kids every year. I loved making costumes. And then as our kids got older, they still wanted to dress up. And then we started dressing up. And I just love everything about Halloween. My daughter even got engaged on Halloween because she loves it so much.
Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, you guys are a big Halloween family, and it goes right along with your fire pit and being outdoors and all that.
Right.
Mindy, what's your favorite fall holiday?
Oh, I'm going with Thanksgiving. It's just such a fun time. And now it just means that Abby comes home. And so I see that holiday and I'm like, okay, Abby will be home. It's going to be a great day. I get her for a whole week.
That's amazing. They have a whole week off?
She does. But I
Nice.
mean, with family, friends, food, it's just an excellent. Oh, I love it.
Yes. I do like Thanksgiving. I don't like No Shave November. No, Steve is not allowed to participate in No Shave November.
But you don't participate, Marie?
Well,
I know,
I'm
I
always
was like, can't we?
I'm always associated with men, but I guess I
Nice.
don't think I would enjoy participating in No Shave November either.
Okay. Just wanted to clarify.
But I definitely don't want Steve participating in it. He has very, very, very scratchy facial hair.
Right.
Like seriously like sandpaper. But I digress. My favorite fall holiday would have to be the day daylight savings time ends. I am probably the only person in America that would say that, but I love the days we drop back 1 hour and it starts to get dark early. To me, that just says cozy in all capital letters. There's no reason for me to go out after dinner anymore. I can put my pajamas on. I just absolutely love it.
She had to go off script to find this answer.
I was
Yes.
like, how do you know when that even is?
I think it's sometime in November, but I know people, they don't like it and they complain,
Right.
but I love it.
So funny. I still wait for my mom to text me.
Oh,
Turn
really?
your clocks back.
Well, I
I
do
do it
have
later than it used to be. I think
Yeah.
it used to be in October.
Yeah, I do always have to look up the date, but
it.
I just love it. That is my favorite day.
Okay.
It's always on a Sunday too, so it's already a relaxing day. And then
Right.
you get that extra hour. It's just a total bonus. You guys, when it comes this year, think of me and think,
I will.
you know what? I can see why she likes this. Favorite fall food. I know all our listeners probably have a long list that I could have included in these answers, but I tried to hit something for everyone. So, is your favorite fall food chili, pumpkin bread, hot dogs, caramel apples, or anything that you don't have to cook? Julie, what's your favorite fall food?
Well, I do love anything that I don't have to cook. But if I'm going to cook it, I love chili. And I've always loved, and John has always preferred my mom's chili recipe. And it's super easy. So that's what, the first cool night, that's what I'll cook.
Yes, I cook chili year round, and I don't care. It is still my favorite fall food. Guess what's on our menu for tonight? Chili.
Chili.
Because I'm not going to be home to make dinner. You throw it in the crock pot. You come home to that wonderful smell. My girls absolutely love it. They think I'm the queen of the kitchen. I mean, there's nothing that can go wrong with chili.
Right.
Mindy, how can you pick anything other than chili? What did you pick?
You know what? Let's see. I'm going to think about this for a whole minute and say chili.
Chili's your favorite too?
Chili is my absolute favorite. It's actually one of the foods that even helped me lose weight on my weight loss journey because
really?
it's so filling. It's a comfort food. It's a filling food. It's easy to make. Everyone likes it. If you need a carb, throw a baked potato under it. And I mean, I love chili. So
And
yes,
it's great leftover.
it
I think.
is.
All right.
I'll have a bowl of it each day after until it's gone.
It's unanimous then. The best fall food out there is chili. Favorite fall scents. Just breathe them in. There are so many. Do you guys like pumpkin spice, cinnamon, apple, maple, cloves, or a smoking pipe? Mindy,
Ooh.
what is your favorite fall scent?
All right, I'm going to be a little bit difficult and say cinnamon apple.
Okay. Now, what about that
Because-
combination?
I love the spice of cinnamon. Apple by itself would be too sweet, but those together are perfect. So actually, one of my favorite candles to buy is just the Glade candle, and it's cinnamon apple. They have it all through the year, but it's my favorite candle. It's the perfect blend of spice and sweet.
Oh, and you know what? I think you can make cinnamon apples like in the crock pot.
Yes.
And that is a classic fall food, and that smell could make your house smell
good.
wonderful. All right. I think I would have to say my favorite fall smell, or I don't even know if it's my favorite, but it's the one that says fall to me the most, is cloves. I just walked into Kroger the other day, and they have their fall display, and even Steve said, "Oh, smells like fall." Like that smell just smells like fall to me. Julie, what do you like?
Yeah, I'd have to agree with you on this one, cloves, because that is what I like about chai, is the cloves.
Mm-hmm.
And you do start thinking about it with Thanksgiving. Like my mom used to stick it in the ham if we had ham.
Oh, that sounds good.
In a glaze, or you see it in those oranges to decorate with. Yeah, I associate it with fall.
Yeah, for sure. What's your favorite fall outfit? We know what our favorite fall item is to wear, but if you're going to put together an outfit, what are you going to put together? Okay, you can either choose jeans, boots, and a sweater, classic combo, flannel pajamas, your Halloween costume, oversized sweatshirt. What would you guys pick?
Since the first option had boots in it, I would have to choose jeans, boots, and a sweater. Even jean boots and a sweatshirt is fine, but that's my go-to outfit.
If I was going to imagine Julie in a fall scene, she would be wearing jeans, boots, and a sweater. Mindy, what would you be wearing?
Oh, okay. Well, I'm going to have to say none of the above because pretty much I wear my workout clothes and I get to add a sweater.
All right.
So I have just organized my closet and I have all of my sweaters ready. They coordinate with different workout tank tops. So
Oh, okay. And are they pullover sweaters, zip up, button?
all different kinds.
Okay.
But I love my workout sweaters. I throw the sweater on and I go run all my errands.
That is perfect. All right. I would have to say that I like, and this is not something that I would probably wear out of the house, but if I'm just thinking, what do I want to put on in the fall? I want to put on a big sweatshirt, some comfy leggings, and my slippers.
Oh, I love it.
And I don't want to go anywhere. I want it to get dark and we all get to stay home.
Oh, Marie.
Okay. And while I'm at home, maybe I can watch a favorite fall movie. What would you guys pick? You can have Remember the Titans, You've Got Mail, When Harry Met Sally, Princess Bride, Marley and Me, or Harry Potter. Julie, what's your favorite one out of all of those?
Oh, another hard one, but I would go with Remember the Titans. And that's just funny because I'm not even a football fan, but that is such a feel good movie. I mean, there's, if you know, have you seen the movie?
I have seen it, but I'm getting it mixed up with other football movies. But
I've seen it over and
Denzel
over and over.
Washington plays the new high school football coach, and it's in a school that's just been integrated. And so there's all this racial tension between the coaches and the players. And it's just such a feel-good movie about this entire town overcoming all their racial issues. And it has the best soundtrack. It's got great
I'm going to have
music.
to watch that again this fall because it's not coming back to me.
Yeah.
Mindy, what's your favorite?
All right. Well, you would think since I am a football mom and lover that I would have picked Remember the Titans, but I have to go with the classic You've Got Mail with Tom Hanks and Meg Ryan. And I know
it's so good.
Yes, You've Got Mail. They talk about New York in the fall. They talk about freshly sharpened pencils, books. It's just such a sweet movie. I have to watch it in the fall. It has to be cold outside when I put that movie on.
Yes. And she's got such cute fall clothing on in it, doesn't she?
Yes. Yes. I used to have that haircut. I used to dress like that.
Well, I don't even know if this is a fall movie, but it's a fall movie in my mind. Marley and Me. I love that movie in the fall because don't they move to Vermont? And the house they have is gorgeous. Is it Vermont or Maine?
Yeah.
The house they have is gorgeous and the leaves are falling. I think she's wearing jeans and boots. And Marley's getting older and she's reached that point in her life where her kids are getting older and her dog's better behaved. And it's just such a sweet family time and I love it.
Just so sad.
Well, it is sad, but I like a bit of drama.
Yeah.
She can watch it on her dark nights.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
When it's 4:30, she can
Oh, my
put
God.
on a sad movie.
I want to live there. What's your favorite fall decor? There's so much of it, you guys, but you can have pumpkins, mums, leaves, scarecrows, plaid. Name me some other ones. Julie, what do you pick?
Oh, well, I would have to pick two, plaid and pumpkins.
Okay.
And I like white pumpkins. So that's a little different. I love the white
I think
ones
white
and the
pumpkins are
Cinderella
pretty.
pumpkins, all the unique fairy tale pumpkins.
Yeah.
Mindy, what do you like for fall favorite decor?
All right. Well, I feel like mums are just a given. You have to have mums outside of your front door. But my favorite fall decor item is we always make a thankful tree. And it starts the day after Halloween and it goes through Thanksgiving. And we always talk about how we should just extend it through the whole year. This tree has taken different forms over the years. I used to draw a tree and tape it to the wall, and then we would do leaf cutouts, and you'd write something that you're thankful for each day and tape it to the tree. So the leaves just grow and grow over the month. Mm-hmm. The most recent way I did it, I think I'll do it again. I have a skinny Christmas tree, and I went ahead and set it up early in the kitchen. We made fall cutout leaves, and we put string and hung them on the Christmas tree.
Oh,
so
that's
it was
cute.
So it was a thankful tree. And I do have pictures of the last time we did that.
Oh, yes.
But, it is my favorite Thanksgiving
That's such
decoration.
a nice idea. Well, I have to echo your sentiment that mums, I think, are my favorite fall decor, mums and pumpkins, but if I could only pick one, there are so many beautiful colors of mums. I don't think you can find an ugly one, really. They're just all beautiful.
They are. I picked pumpkins because you don't have to water them.
Oh, well, that's
I can't
true.
kill a pumpkin, but I might kill a mum.
Well, especially in your 99 degrees that you guys are going through. How do you, I mean, the mums, oh my goodness.
All right, you guys, we're going back to Halloween. So we already know that that's Julie's favorite holiday, but let's just talk about Halloween for a minute. What's your favorite part of Halloween? Costumes, candy, decorations, trick-or-treating, or you can put up your Christmas tree the next day.
I do have a friend who puts her tree up the next day, or even that night, maybe. Now that her kids are grown, to make Halloween more exciting, she puts her tree up. I'm not quite ready to do that then, but I would say the costumes, because I've always loved that. And so now, even as adults, when we have our party, we dress up. I try to get John to dress up. He doesn't always cooperate, but
yeah. I admire adults that dress up. I feel like I'm willing to wear a costume, but I don't want to have to think of what it is.
Right.
Oh, that's the fun part.
Not for me.
Dressing up.
When my kids were little, this was something that my mom and my mother-in-law would do. My mom started doing it, and then my mother-in-law kind of continued it. They would take the kids shopping for their Halloween costumes. Go through the Party City flyer, pick out what they wanted. If there was anything extra that they couldn't buy in the store, they would provide it. It was so awesome. I didn't have to deal with how am I going to outfit 5 kids in a costume, and they loved it.
The costume that is my all-time favorite from one of your kids was Davis's caveman.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I'll have to find a
You need to
picture of
put
that
that
one.
up.
Yes, that was my mother-in-law. She found a great caveman wig and big club. And another great one that she did too was Davis as Elvis. Tight white pants, this awesome Elvis wig. I don't even know why Davis wanted to be Elvis that year, but
I'm loving his choices.
yes. What's your favorite part of Halloween, Mindy?
Well, I love the trick-or-treating part of it because I feel like the neighborhood comes out. You get to see all your neighbors, all their adorable children, and it's just this really fun night to be able to see your neighbors and interact, and you just have a great time.
Yeah, that is my favorite part of Halloween too, is the trick-or-treating.
Yeah.
Now my kids are too old for trick-or-treating, but we used to love walking around in a group and going and like you said, you knock on doors that you don't normally talk to the people. Mm-hmm. You get to visit with other people passing by. It's just so fun. And especially if you have a really pleasant evening weather-wise.
Yeah. And you get a sneak peek in their house.
Yes. Yes. I love the trick-or-treating. When your kids get home from trick-or-treating, what do you steal?
Hand me all your Butterfingers.
Okay. Well, let me go through the choices first.
Oh, sorry.
Julie's just excited about her Butterfingers.
Favorite Halloween candy, Butterfinger bars. We already know what Julie's going to pick. Reese's Cups, candy corn, Almond Joy, caramels, or suckers?
Let me see. Butterfinger bars.
I don't know that many people that like Butterfinger bars. You and Steve. Those are the only 2 people I know.
And my mom.
Okay.
Hello, there's 3 people.
You guys are keeping them in business.
I can't believe you don't. Do you not like them or you just don't love them?
They are not worth it to me. I don't want any peanut butter associated with my desserts.
No.
Oh, I love peanut butter.
Okay.
He's going to disown us.
All right, Mindy, what would you choose on that list?
I love Almond Joys. It's the only time of year that I'll eat them. Like, I won't go buy an Almond Joy, but it's one of those that none of my kids like, so it's a good one to like.
Yeah, and I don't know that many people that pick Almond Joy as their favorite candy either. It's like I see them at Halloween.
Right.
But listeners, if you guys are fans of Butterfinger bars or Almond Joy, speak up so that I'll know some more.
We're not alone.
Does Almond Joy have coconut?
Yes.
Okay, that's why I don't like it. Yeah, I don't like coconut, but I like almonds, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I have to go off script here and say Milky Way Darks.
Ooh.
Who gives that out?
Not very many,
I've
but
seen 'em.
I love those Milky Way Darks. I don't think they've been around that long, but they are basically just the nougat and the dark chocolate. They're awesome.
Right.
Yeah, that sounds yummy.
Okay, favorite fall traditions. Bonfires, football, pumpkin carving, corn maze, or buying candy corn?
I think I'll start on this one. It's football all the way. And I better love it because we are watching it all the time. We're watching my son play. We're watching it on the weekends, the SEC, any of those games. It's all about the football.
That is awesome, Mindy. You are taking one for the team. Julie, what is your favorite fall tradition?
The first one was bonfires.
Yes.
Is that what you said?
Yes.
I would have to go with that one because when our kids were little, they loved being together, this one group of kids. They trick-or-treated together, and all the parents were in the backyard around the fire pit. As the kids got older, they still wanted to get together. And so that tradition just lived on. And then that's when the adults started to dress up too.
Oh, perfect.
I think one year, one couple came dressed up. We were all kind of surprised.
Mm-hmm.
And then the next year was like, oh, well, they dressed up. And then it's just kind of become a tradition.
Oh, that's awesome. I would have to say my favorite fall tradition is pumpkin carving. And we've been doing this with the kids since they were little. We go to the pumpkin patch. And here's a hint for people that have kids. You don't have to spend $8 to $10 to $15 on your pumpkin at the pumpkin patch. You can stop at Walmart on the way home and spend $2.50 for as big a pumpkin as you want.
It's true.
And when you have 5 kids, that's a really big difference. But anyways, we would go to the pumpkin patch. I would have chili cooking in the crock pot. We come home, we get those pumpkins from Walmart, and we carve them. And it's been fun. You know, as the kids have gotten older, now my daughter will lots of times take pictures of the finished products, put them in a little grid, put them on Instagram, and people can vote for which one they like best. So it's just a fun family tradition that we all enjoy. Favorite part of Thanksgiving? What do you guys like better? The meal, cooking, family time, football, or none of the above?
I'm going to go with family time, but I'm going to also add family/friend time because I've already mentioned Abby comes home for Thanksgiving week, but we've always had Thanksgiving away from our extended family. And so we have typically opened it up to see which of our friends also don't have family to get together with. So every year we'll have a Friendsgiving. And we just invite whoever is available and we all put food together and I love it. It's always been so much fun.
Yes, I love Friendsgiving too. We don't do it on the actual day, but the last couple years I've done it a few days before. And you know what it does? It extends your Thanksgiving leftovers too.
Oh, I like
that.
You
get to eat Thanksgiving food over a longer period of time. The reason I like Thanksgiving is because you get together with family, but there's not the pressure and expectations that presents bring at Christmas time.
Oh, right.
You know, there's just the cooking and the enjoyable conversation and the hanging out. And so I really enjoy Thanksgiving. Plus, it's kicking off a really fun time of year. And you know, this whole next month, I've got a lot to look forward to. Julie, what's your favorite part of Thanksgiving?
Well, I'd have to choose none of the above. It's my least favorite holiday. Except that it kicks off my favorite season of the year because we put our tree up on Thanksgiving night. So I would say that's my favorite part. But the reason I don't like it, and I hate to even say this because it's not that I'm not thankful, although I guess it could come across that way, is that I don't have family coming home with my only daughter living away, and she'll probably never get to come home because it's just too far for the time. Mm-hmm. And so I'm cooking by myself.
Right.
My family doesn't really enjoy that food, and it's too much food for 5 people.
Right.
You know, nobody really likes turkey. David likes some of the traditional food, so I try to do that. So it's kind of just like a Thursday night dinner as far as the trappings of Thanksgiving, the tradition of it.
Mm-hmm. Right.
The thankfulness, all that mindset I enjoy, you know, the preparation up to that time, but just the tradition is so big family, people coming home, cooking together. And I don't have that. And it's quite depressing.
Yeah. It's like the Hallmark commercials, kind of like.
So I usually get off of social media during that time. Mm-hmm. My son has even said he doesn't like to look at social media at that time. But my birthday is around Thanksgiving. And last year it was on Thanksgiving. Oh. And so my kids said, Mom, do what you want to do.
All
It's
right.
your birthday. And since we didn't really care about Thanksgiving food, we grilled out steaks and had scallops.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
And so we just did what we wanted to do. And that helped to not have, it's like having a tradition, but none of the traditions are really the same. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
Yes.
it's hard to keep up a tradition when everything else has changed.
True.
Right.
So I've even thought at some point I want to go to New York City and watch the Macy's parade. Like I want
Yeah.
something that takes me out of that situation,
Right.
so I don't have to think about it.
Well, I think that you might feel bad about saying that, but I bet we have some listeners that
Yeah.
also don't have Thanksgivings the way the media portrays Thanksgiving should be.
Right.
And
Right.
I bet there are a lot of people that can relate to what you're saying. And I think it's great that you are finding some traditions that are meaningful and that can kind of, I don't know, lessen that sadness. And I
Right.
love
'cause you
your
think
birthday
about-
dinner. That sounds great.
Almost all other holidays, each family can have a unique way of celebrating it. It can be different, but it seems like Thanksgiving is not universal. It's an American holiday, but I mean, it's just so stereotypical,
Turkey.
And
Yeah.
the whole family's playing football in the yard. Well, we don't even like football. It's like we don't even enjoy
Right.
football. So there's just nothing about the day.
Right, right. All right. Well, if you are going to have a Thanksgiving meal, what is your favorite part? Turkey, sweet potatoes, pumpkin pie, stuffing, or cranberries? I would have to say, hands down, it's the turkey for me. It's the only time of year that I ever make a turkey or have turkey.
Mhm.
Mindy, what do you say?
Yeah, I'm going with stuffing
Okay.
because it's the only time of year that I make the stuffing. And my dad actually makes the best stuffing, but I love it so much, so much. I mean, I could eat half the pan and forego everything
That
else.
is exactly like my own mother. She only wants, like, if she could only have one food, it would be stuffing. Julie, what's your favorite? Turkey, sweet potatoes, pumpkin pie, stuffing, or cranberries?
Oh, it has to be the sweet potatoes.
Okay. And how do you like them?
Yes, I do eat sweet potatoes throughout the year, like a baked sweet potato. But I have this recipe. It's called Rachel's Candied Yams, and you slice them really thick, put them in a dish with butter and brown sugar.
Yum. That
they are
sounds
so
really
good.
good.
Yeah, that
And
does sound
sometimes
really
the
good.
kids want marshmallows on top. The recipe
Yeah.
doesn't call for it, but I do that for them. And
That sounds really good. Your husband surprises you with a fall getaway. You hope it's to New England, a Florida beach, out west, or a cabin in the Smokies. Julie, I'm going to take a guess on where you want to go based on some of your previous answers.
yeah, you know it. New England fall is just glorious in New England. They know how to do fall. A few years ago, we took my mom on a trip up there. She always wanted to go to Vermont and see the covered bridges. And so we spent a week up there, and they really do have apple orchards and cider stands on the side of the road. They have crafts fairs on farms. We went to a maple syrup farm and bought fresh maple syrup. They have cooler temperatures and then the glorious leaves. So it is
Yes.
just perfect.
So yes, I am right there with you, New England for the fall. The colors are beautiful. It's just what everyone thinks of, like in a movie or anything else. That's what you think of, fall.
I really am loving fall in Pennsylvania, and it is fabulous. It's gorgeous. The weather is perfect. And so if my husband were to surprise me with a trip, he would have to take me to a Florida beach.
Okay. Well, you already get to live in the beautiful fall, so you don't
Because
need to.
I do. But I know the winter is coming. And so if we go somewhere, I'm so far from a Florida beach right now.
Yeah.
Take me to the beach because I can't seem to get there during the summer.
That makes sense.
For sure. It's back to school time and you want to read a classic. Are you going to pick Jane Eyre, Little Women, Great Gatsby, To Kill a Mockingbird, or Gone with the Wind? I would pick Gone with the Wind, probably read it for like my 12th time. I love it. And that is a true classic. If any listeners have not read it, you need to do it. Or I listened to the audiobook last year for the first time. Excellent. I painted a room over the course of a couple of days while I listened to it. I was in another world. I didn't want it to end.
Oh, what a great idea, Marie.
Yes.
I love the verbiage of that book. I wanted to photograph and hang on the wall certain sentences. I would just read them out. It was like there was these beautiful words.
Mm-hmm. Yes. So Mindy, would you pick to read that, or are you going to read a different classic?
No, I would never reread a classic. That's boring. No. Actually, I'm a part of a new book club in my neighborhood. And so I'm enjoying reading new books. And so I'm not, I'm not going to go back and read a book, but I'll read a new book.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll pick whatever the book club's reading.
Julie, what classic are you picking? Jane Eyre, Little Women, Great Gatsby, To Kill a Mockingbird, or Gone with the Wind? It's still available.
Well, I love all those other books, but I am rereading. I am currently in the middle of Jane Eyre, and I have always loved the movie. But this time of year, it's just a great Gothic romance. Like, it has all the elements of a Gothic novel. It's got creepy old mansion with hidden rooms and passageways. It has a mad woman. It has ghost. It has passionate love. It just conjures up all these images of fall. It's on the moors of England and muted colors and the cool, and they talk about being chilly and lighting the fire in the fireplace.
Yes.
It's like, it's just a fall book. And I'd never read the book. I'd only seen the movie, and my mom mentioned that it was her favorite book growing up.
Oh.
So I said, I'm gonna read it.
Oh, great. Fall fashion or decor, you need some, so you're going to go to Target, Walmart, TJ Maxx /Home Goods, Marshalls, or Ross. Mindy, kick us off.
I'm going to go with TJ Maxx and Home Goods because, anything that you're looking for, clothes, decor, house stuff, things you need and things you don't need. Everything's there.
Right. I have to say I concur with that answer. TJ Maxx Home Goods. Like you said, and you never know what you're going to find. It's sort of unique. And if you don't get it that day, it might not be there next time.
That's right.
Target is a close second, but I have to go with Home Goods.
Well, it's unanimous then. TJ Maxx Home Goods.
We'll all be there this fall.
Yes.
Yeah. Like, I usually don't go looking for a specific thing. It's like, oh, what could be there?
Right.
And I might pick it up. So
definitely. Family game night. What do you like to play? Cards, Monopoly, charades, Pictionary, cornhole, or some other game that we've never heard of?
I am into cards right now, and we've revived Canasta at our house
but
mostly with other people. My son doesn't really like to play that game, but he likes other card games. When Andrew and Kayla come over and David's here, we do play cornhole some out in the yard. So Canasta mostly with other people, family, it might be cornhole.
Mm-hmm. All right, Mindy, I bet you're going with Monopoly.
I actually cannot stand that game.
I hate that game too.
Either.
I don't.
It's
like
unanimous.
that game.
We all hate Monopoly.
Oh, yes. So no, I will not be playing Monopoly. But I'm kind of with Julie. Like, if it's a nice evening, we would be outside, and it would be cornhole or badminton, either one of those. And then inside, we do love a good card game, especially if we have people over, like spades or hearts, something like that. Even now, like, I have time in the morning with Nathan, my youngest child. We play Uno every single morning before school.
Oh, wow. That's neat. Yes. Well, I have to say, out of all those, cards are my favorite. Any kind of card game, really. But I've also renewed my interest in Canasta based on Julie's influence. I used to play that growing up a lot, and then I kind of forgot the rules. But if anyone out there has ever heard of the card game Euchre, that is my hands-down favorite. EUCHRE. That is fast-paced, fun, and full of strategy. So I love the card game Euchre. Let's end on, if you had to be perpetually stuck in one season, which would it be? Here are your choices. Fall, spring, summer, or winter. All right. I'm going to go first. Well, maybe I'll wait. Let you guess. All right. We'll start out with Julie.
Oh, it would be fall. I do like that we get cooler temperatures. It's not as cool as I would like, but it is not summer, and it's not full on winter. The yard work kind of ceases. You get to rest from all that. Just the great food, and I don't know. It's just cozy, and I like cozy. Hygge can start back up again.
Oh, nice.
Yes, Mindy. You can't move from one season. What one do you want to be in?
It's spring all the way. It's the wonder of new life springing forth after the long, dark, cold winter. And it is really a long, dark, cold winter up here. Marie, I'm going to have to say when daylight savings time hits and it finally stays light longer. I love it.
You and the rest of America.
Yeah. I love it because it's like everything comes back to life. People come out from hiding. All those people that are under their electric blankets.
Right. Yes.
They're able to come outside again, and you see people, and people are happier because the sun is shining and there's a little bit of warmth, and you see these little green leaves poking up through the ground that have been gone for such a long time. So spring it is.
Well, Mindy, you paint such a beautiful picture of spring, and I'm tempted to choose spring, but if I'm going to be the tiebreaker, I have to say fall is my favorite. I
knew it wasn't going to be summer.
Not summer.
Summer is my most. Out. I hate summer. I don't like how hot it is. I don't like the perpetual need for entertainment, but I absolutely adore fall. I feel like you have everything wonderful in front of you, all of it to still look forward to. It's starting to get cooler. It's so fun, like to put out fall decorations. The foods are cozy. Like I said, it starts to get darker. There's just nothing that I don't like about it. All right. Well, listeners, we want to know what you would live in perpetually. Fall, spring, summer, or winter. Let us know. It is time for I'm a Fan. Mindy, kick us off. What are you a fan of this week?
As I pondered what I'm a fan of, it just became very clear to me. I am a huge fan of neighbors. I'm a fan of living on a street with people that you learn their names. You see them when you're checking the mail or maybe on an evening stroll. And even this morning, I'm at the bus stop and I've been looking for a way to get my son Nathan involved in some sort of activity. And my neighbor says, "Oh, well, check this out." And I go and check it out. And he's like, "He's a week late, but just call this guy. I'm sure we could get him in." So I was able to get Nathan into this activity. And lo and behold, one of my other neighbors, 2 houses down, will be his coach. And I'm just such a huge fan of neighbors. We're even having a neighborhood picnic on Sunday. I'm in a neighborhood book club. So be a nice neighbor because you truly are a treasure.
Oh, that's awesome. I think that sounds so fun. Julie, what are you a fan of this week?
Okay, mine is Chobani Greek yogurt, coffee and cream blended.
Ooh.
Oh my gosh.
Really? I need to get that. It
tastes like whipped coffee. You want to put it in a mug.
Awesome.
So it's all kind of a caramel color.
Ooh, I am definitely going to get that.
It's appealing to the eye, the nose, the taste, everything.
Yes. You said, I don't like yogurt, but I might try this.
Yes, because, the Greek yogurt can be pretty sour.
Right.
And I did not, and it's not overly sweet. It's just perfect.
Okay. I'm going to try it.
This week, I'm a fan of Gretchen Rubin's book, Happier at Home. And we've mentioned her a few times on Midlife Matters, most recently in episode 39, Choose the Bigger Life. This book is basically how to be happier in areas that affect our home life. So it starts in September and it continues all the way to May. And some of the months, the topics are things like possessions, marriage, time, body, neighborhood, Mindy. Each month, you're tackling a different part of your life, and you are using that area to make your life happier. And listeners, this is a great book. I actually read it before. I think I've read it twice, and each time I've read it, I've thought, I really wish I was in like a year-long book club where we went through this together, or I really wish there was someone to talk about this book with. So on Midlife Matters, we're actually going to be doing an episode each month around what we've learned from this book, Happier at Home. So this month, we're focusing on possessions, and we can't wait to share the things that we've learned and are putting into practice. So if you want to follow along with us this year, go out and get the book Happier at Home and start reading. And we would love to hear what you guys learned too.
Oh, I am so excited about this. I've already read that first part. Oh my gosh. She just articulates how I have felt for so long about possessions and that I haven't been able to really put into words. I love it. I'm so excited that we're going to get to talk about it.
Mindy, have you read the possessions part? Are you enjoying it?
Yes, I have. And I've kept a note card in it because it's amazing how different sections, areas, or rooms of my house pop into mind as I have read it. And so I've got a little list running. Especially being in a new home and everything is new around me, it's really helping because I want to settle these spaces. It's more than just moving in. It's actually getting it the way you like it. So,
right. Yes.
I am excited.
Yes. So please, listeners, if you want a fun thing to do this year, Get Happier at Home by Gretchen Rubin. Read it along with us. Each month, we'll be talking about that topic, and we would love for you to email us, contact us on Instagram, send us pictures, tag us. We'd love to see and hear what you guys learn because it's really, really fun to share those ideas with everybody. All right, Mindy and Julie, I am so prepared for fall, so excited. Fall is later this week, so I think this episode is perfect. We'll see you next week.
Great. Bye.
We're so glad you joined us today. If you're a fan of Midlife Matters, please tell a friend and help them hit the free subscribe button on their favorite podcast app. We also hope that you'll follow us on Instagram at Midlife Matters Podcast. This is where you can see the things that we talk about on each episode, and we'd love the chance to get to know you better in the comments. You can also contact us at midlifematterspodcast@gmail.com. Thanks so much for listening, and we'll see you next Wednesday.